Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making one of the best empanadas you ever had. We're making this super cheesy, loaded with flavor, with juicy oxtail empanadas. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you like it. Before I begin the recipe, if you're new to my channel, please take the time to subscribe. Today I make awesome recipes here, and also if you enjoy the recipe, don't hesitate to give it a like for me. Without further ado, let's jump right in. All right guys, these are the ingredients. I have 1.9 pounds of oxtail here, nice and clean, and of course the measurement will be in the description box for you guys if you're interested. I have half a cup of chopped onion, half a cup of chopped tomatoes, half a cup of chopped red bell pepper, 2 tablespoons of green seasonings, which is very optional, and also I have 1 tablespoon of olive oil here, 1 tablespoon of the W sauce. Over here we have a tablespoon of parsley and also half a tablespoon of the Goya seasoning. There it is. If you guys don't know what it looks like, this is the kind that I use. Okay, that's the kind. And also we have, what else we have? We have 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic, 1 scotch bonnet pepper, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and here we have 1.5 tablespoon of adobo seasoning, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion, and here I'm using browning, okay, for the first time. I'm using this browning here. It's made by Grace, and I'm excited to use it because I've never used browning on any of my oxtail recipes. I'm excited to use it, and I will let you guys know at the end of the video how I like it. All right, you know I always like to use brown sugar instead of browning. So what I'm going to do now is add all the ingredients that I showed you guys earlier onto the oxtail. Then I am going to mix it together. Once I have all the seasoning well combined, I am going to add the browning. Now I'm going to add it gradually because a lady at the store told me to, if I don't want to use too much of this, I have to make sure I add a little bit at a time. So that's what I'm going to do. That was when I was buying it. She was very helpful, by the way. Thank you, lady, if you watch me. But anywho, I am going to mix it and see how I like the color. If I need to add more, I'm going to add more. I believe I added 3 tablespoons in total to this oxtail. Now I'm going to cover it and place it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour. Now I am going to add the oil in my Dutch pot here. Once it's nice and hot, we're going to braise the oxtail. Once one side is nice and golden brown, we're just going to flip it over and braise the other side. By the way, guys, I have a bunch of oxtail recipe. If you guys interested, there will be a link down below for all the oxtail playlist down below for all the oxtail recipe that I've done. They're all delicious. You just have to pick which one you want to cook. All right. Now that we're done braising our oxtail, I am going in with all the vegetables. Just pour that on top of there, and we're going to mix it together. Then we're going to add our water. Now I am going to add my water. You can add water if you want, but I'm using 4 cups of beef broth, low sodium beef broth in there. And of course, I'm adding my scotch bonnet. If you want, you can pop the scotch bonnet open, but I didn't really have to. Now we're going to cover it and let it boil for 3 to 4 hours until they're nice and tender. Now that our oxtail is boiling, I am going to make my homemade empanada dough. Now the dough that I just showed you guys is, if you want to buy the pre-made one, you can, but I like to make mine from scratch, so I'm going to show you guys how I make it. The measurement for the empanada dough is 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, half a cup of cold water, and 2 egg yolk. All right guys, you're using the yolk, not the egg white. Now we're going to add the egg yolk onto the flour, mix it together, and then we're going to add the butter. The butter is nice and melted. It might be hot, so be careful how you add it in, or you can let it cool down before you add the butter so you don't cook the egg. Now we're going to add our water. Now it might look soft, but don't add any more flour, okay? Do not add any more flour. Once you're done, we're going to knead the dough. Make sure you knead the dough on a nice and clean surface, okay? I'm going to use my palm to knead the dough very nicely until I form a nice solid dough. And look how easy it is to make homemade empanada dough, and it's fresh. It tastes way better. Okay, so this is it. You can place it in the fridge for about 10 minutes and then take it out, and I'm going to show you guys how I form my empanada. Now I'm going to separate the dough into 8 pieces, but I did went ahead and combine 2 pieces together, so I ended up having to make 4 empanadas with the dough that I made. Okay, so you can make 4 empanadas with them. It depends on how big you like them. I like them big, so that's why I combine 2 together to make a large empanada. So that's how I make mine. Now look how tender our oxtail is. It's nice and falling off the bone. And look at that sauce, y'all. We're gonna need that sauce for later, so don't throw it away. Don't discard the sauce, the gravy with all the flavor in it. So now we're going to remove the meat from the bones of the oxtail and be very careful. Sometimes there might be some cartilage in the meat, so you don't chew it. That happened to me when I was eating my empanada. So try not to add the cartilage in there as well when you stuffing your empanada. Now I added some of the sauce onto the meat as well, so it can be nice and saucy when I take a bite. And this is the dough we made. Obviously, we're going to roll out our dough, then add the meat on there just like that. You can get creative and add some fresh onions and other stuff that you do want in there, because Haitian made something very similar that called Haitian patty. We add our pickles inside. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's what I had. That's how I did it. I just add the meat and add some cheese. I didn't add cheese on all of them, just a few of them. I believe 2 of them. And then we're going to take our fork to seal our empanada, just like that. Okay, that's how easy it is. Well, it's not that easy, but this is what it looks like. I went ahead and add some egg wash to it. Don't ask me why, even though I'm going to fry these. And I'm pretty sure you can make these in the oven, but I fry them and add egg wash. I don't know why. But now we're going to fry them. Make sure the oil is nice and hot. We're going to place them in the oil, fry it for about 4 to 6 minutes, or until it's nice and golden brown, something like that. Okay, it's not done yet, y'all. It's not done. So flip it over. And basically, that is how you make a cheesy, saucy, delicious. Ooh, look at that color, y'all. Look at that color. Moment of silence. But anywho, this is it, guys. Hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I did filming it for you guys. It's so good to eat. Oh, talking about comfort food, this right here is a winner in my book. Let me know what you think about these down below. Is this recipe a yay or a nay? Have you guys tried empanadas before? Let me know if you're going to try these ones, because they're absolutely delicious, mouth-watering, delicious. And this is the best part, y'all. Look at that cheese pull. Bam! Look at that, y'all. And of course, the sauce, the gravy. I went ahead and add some fresh parsley to it. Dip my empanadas in there, y'all. Oh, child. I hope you guys try this out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoy it. And I will see you guys on the next recipe. Bye.